Sorry I kept y'all waiting. I put the text messages I got yesterday after a phone call with someone who assisted in the search effort, not recovery, but the search. Talked to them on the phone. We did some texting back and forth. I put it up on my TV. That's why I'm looking away, because I can't read it off my phone and video at the same time. I'm not that savvy. So, factually, people who assisted in the search effort went out with qualified private team over a period of 4 days with cadaver dogs. They went to where, y'all remember when I said Steven saw something in that water? They went there. Cadaver dogs hit about 40 feet up from where that was, not the exact spot. They were out there with a qualified team, a forensic pathologist who is well known, incredible, cadaver dogs, and they had a Corps of Engineers helping assist with the search. Okay, my understanding, where I misunderstood, apparently some of the parents do know about the report. However, my understanding is people who assisted with the search were told by this forensic pathologist that recovery efforts were going to be made. They were going to pull whatever was in that picture and do testing. Okay, well, when people who assisted with the search went to law enforcement said they didn't have a body. So that confused everyone. They were trying to get in contact with the forensic pathologist, and the forensic pathologist isn't answering or returning calls. They had reported everything to TBI, and they got a reply back that just said received and nothing else. July 7th, 2025, they were told info would be released by a very trusted source. The person telling me this isn't sure that they're very trusted, but that's what they were told. People assisting with the search immediately contacted law enforcement because all they kept hearing from I'm trying to figure out how to say it, the team, the pathologist, or people who work for the pathologist, was that it was real. It was absolutely real. So people who assisted contacted law enforcement because it didn't make sense why it was taking so long. This was like between April and July. And all law enforcement has said is they don't have a body. That's my understanding. Let's see. It seems the pathologist is evading their phone calls, in my opinion. I never said what that image was because I don't know. I've never seen remains. I don't know what that image was. I know what it looks like to me, but I don't know, and if that's what it is, I don't know who it is. I never said that. I'm reading all these messages. I'm sorry. I have to be very careful how I word things, because if you haven't noticed in my comments, people are crazy. I don't know what's going on. I know something's up, and it's not making sense, and it's pissing me off. And I know this 38 page report is valid, and it's real. And what happened after all that is what's weird, because I understand they may not want to share everything with the public. That's well and fine. But they're not even giving any updates or working with the people who assisted with the search. It's sneaky to me. It's sneaky. Okay? And I don't know why. And I thought, maybe it's because it's an open investigation. They don't want anything to tip anybody off or whatever. But also, we're at 2 years. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing when that search and rescue team went out in April of 2025? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Also, I found out yesterday, it's hard to keep up with all the this and that. You know how apparently it was confirmed Sebastian took the trash out, and that's on video, allegedly. He took out one trash can to the road. You know, it's interesting that there were 2 trash cans out there when the trash was picked up, but there's no video footage of how the second trash can got out there. Because when Sebastian took the first one, it was only one, but they picked up 2. I don't know, y'all. But according to Abby, I'm crazy. I'm sorry, I'm harping on it. I should let it go. I should let it go. But Abby's a character. Maybe Abby will be the new Donna, y'all. I need to think of a title for that. You know how I had Damn Donna, the Damn Donna series. I need something for Abby. So if you have a word that is like damn that starts with an A we can do for Abby, let me know. I'll talk to y'all later.